You use a text field when you want to collect one-liner pieces of text from the user. We're going to go to Qt Creator and play with this Qt Quick component. Okay, here we are in Qt Creator. We create our new project. We call it TextField Demo. Save it in the usual location. Choose our Qt version and choose our kit. We want to include our Qt Quick Controls module, and we want to state what we are doing in this lecture. A text field is really something like this. You see here, it says type in your first name. I can say Daniel. And I can do something with the data in here. For example, I can collect it when the user hits this button. So right now we're going to build a structure like this. We're going to go back to our code and put a column component inside. We'll put a spacing of 20, and we want to center this in the parent. So we're going to say the usual. Inside, we want to put another row component, put a spacing of 30, and give it a width of 300. And this row component is going to have a label component that says first name, and we're going to have a text field element to capture that first name from the user. So we're going to put in a label component like this, Control A, Control I to align. It basically has a width and height. We specified the wrap mode, and we aligned things in the center, and the text says first name. If you want to know about the label component, you can come to the documentation and look at it. The label extends text with styling and font inheritance. Okay, it adds some features to the text that we have seen. Now we can add in our text field. We can give it an ID. Give it a width of 200, for example. Give it a height of 50. I think it has a placeholder too. Yes, it does. So you can say first name, or type in your first name, invite the user to do something. And if you look at this component in the documentation, let's go to F1. You see that it inherits text input, a component we have seen before. If you go to it, you're going to see some signals that this thing has. And one of them is editing finished. That is emitted when the return key is pressed or when this component loses focus. So you can use it to know when to capture the text that is inside. Okay, so you can say on editing finished, console log, text edit finished, and show the new text, which is going to be available in the text property of this thing here. So down here, below the row component, we're going to put a button. Remember that this is a column component that we are inside, so we can keep adding stuff to it. The text is going to say click, and then the onClick event, we're going to capture the text that is in the text field. We can do this. And we pass in the text field ID and capture the text property. Let's run the application and see what we have so far. Okay, we have our thing here. And you see that this click button is not centered, but that's not a big deal. I type in Daniel. And when I click this, you see that I am capturing the two signals. One is coming from the fact that the text field is losing focus, and on editing finished is being emitted, and inside we are typing text edit finished. Okay, we should say finished. And the other one is when we click on this button and it says text is Daniel. You can use whatever way you find more convenient to capture your text. And ladies and gentlemen, this is all you need to know about the text field component. It really is very easy, and you use it to capture one-liner pieces of text from the user. In the next lecture, we're going to look at the split view Qt Quick control. I'll see you there.